Here are 3 Toyota cars that I'm going to recommend, or I'll recommend to you if you're planning on getting your first car. That is, if you don't want to do too much, you just need a means of transportation, something that will serve you for a very long time and also give you value for your money. Listen very attentively. Number 1 on this list is Toyota Camry. You see Toyota Camry 2.2, some people call it Tiny Light and Tiny Big. These 2 cars are the same body, but the headlamp and the backlight is a little bit different. The generation is from 1998 to the year 2002. You see this car, when it comes to fuel efficiency, I don't know what to say, but it is top notch. Reliability, 100%. Maintenance cost, very cheap and minimal. People who drive this car will never tell others what they enjoy about this car. They always like to keep it secret. Or should I talk about the AC? That's the air conditioner. The air conditioner of this car, I think, or I believe that the manufacturers of Toyota actually wanted to test this air conditioner because they needed to use it in a newer generation of another car. Because tell me, this small car with the type of AC inside it, you won't believe it. I will not lie to you. You'll see this Camry, you see some of them, their body looks very, unkept. You look at it, you say this one is old. But if the AC is still working and the owner gives you a lift and turns on the AC, when you come down from this car, you'll begin to look at it again because you'll be wowed. As for the spare parts, readily available, both in new parts and old parts. Let me just stop here. So if you're planning on buying your first car and you don't want to do too much, I think you should consider Camry from 98 to 2002 generation. Number 2 on the list is Toyota RAV4 from the year 98 to the year 2005. These cars are beasts. They are very reliable, but some people look at it because it is not too fancy, especially the 98 model. They don't always look its side. But when it comes to reliability and also fuel efficiency, trust this car to give you the best of it. The AC are not too bad. Even the most careless persons can use this car and it will still be reliable. It will never disappoint except on a very severe condition or occasions where the person has used it to the extent that the car can no longer bear it. Then if you're a very careful person, the only thing you will continue to change in this car is your brake pad, the oils, and maybe sometimes go to change the suspensions. So Toyota didn't really do too much on this car because it is for the average class. So everything you need in mobility or a car that will serve you, give you comfortability, give you reliability, give you fuel efficiency, it is in this car. It will never tear your pocket. In fact, people will not even notice you too much and you will still, be living your life comfortably without much money. And lastly on this list, Toyota Corolla from 2003 to 2007 generation, especially the 2005 and 2006 generation. These Corollas are very, very reliable. Oh, I forgot the 98 model, still reliable. When you talk about Corollas that will give you fuel efficiency, reliability, cheap cost of maintenance, and also give you comfort, go for these Toyota Corollas. From 2003, I'll add 98 model to 2007 model. No wonder the people who drive these 3 cars that I've just mentioned don't make noise because they don't want you to know what they are enjoying. I have to tell you the truth. These cars are one of the cars an average person or somebody who is a startup can be using, make his or her life easy, and still be comfortable with his or her mobility without having to spend too much on maintenance and fueling. I have come to realize that those who really want to buy their first cars don't even consider fueling and maintenance. And that is why when you go to some certain workshops, you see cars parked. Do you know why? Because the owners were not able to maintain the vehicles or the cars. So they have no option if not to park it and maybe begin to look for money to fix what the fault is. So whenever you are planning to buy your first car, consider fueling and maintenance. They are very important, because if you don't consider these two things, trust me, you will be frustrated. You bought that car to serve you, but at the end of the day, you're going to live in misery. Some people ends up selling their new car out of frustration because they couldn't maintain it. And in most occasions, you find out that the aim while they bought that car has been defeated because the cost of fuel is very high. By the time they keep on fueling this car, they are going to go bankrupt. So they only drive this car occasionally. And I know if you buy a new car, you would like to, let it serve you. If there is a place you need to go that is very necessary, you just comfortably fuel it and then go to that location and come back without breaking the bank. Not everyone will tell you the secret, but if you're planning to buy your first car, consider these cars. They are reliable, fuel efficient, and cheap to maintain. And lastly, and also their spare parts are readily available both in new parts and old parts, which is one of the most important things you need to consider while buying a car. Utilize this information and you're going to be glad you did. Well, this is Hillfox Auto Spare Parts. See you on the next one and have a nice day.